We just had a conversation with Pam Anderson about Julian Assange and Vladimir Putin, both of whom she knows, but you wouldn't have guessed that. But then the conversation turned to the taxi services Uber and Lyft. Both have proved popular with the public. Pamela Anderson is not a fan. She is campaigning against ride-sharing apps. She says they exploit their drivers and endanger passengers. Watch this. You almost never hear that complaint. They lure in drivers and exploit them. Tell us what you mean.
Well, I know everybody knows about the difficulties that they're experiencing. People are being sexually assaulted. That's common knowledge, and it's being exposed everywhere. But also, the drivers are being exploited. They are hired as kind of third-party providers, so the Uber's not taking responsibility for any of their wrongdoings. But also, we're not receiving health care or any of the things that they should be receiving as employees.
Wait, I'm confused, though, because the people who run Uber, for example, are very socially conscious. They're progressive. They're obviously very good people. They say they're very good people, and they're also incredibly rich. Why wouldn't they pay for their health care for the drivers? I don't understand that.
Exactly. That's what we're fighting for, is to have that for them, because that will also, you'll be able to get better quality drivers, more qualified drivers, and if people have, real benefits and minimum wage even.
But I don't understand why nobody says anything about this. If a factory were paying people what Uber pays per hour and not paying for their health care, or when Walmart did it, people jumped up and down and said this is exploitation, but for some reason Uber gets a pass. Why? Well,
it's technology, it's evolution. We have to right the wrongs, and I say, if you're a sexual offender, you can probably get a job at Uber. You can probably be an Uber driver. They don't do the background checks. No, and I have two children. No. Well, I mean, I'm not for these ride-hail apps because it's a false sense of security. My father used to always, would pick me up at night, and we send these strangers to go pick up our children, and maybe a late night out or drinking too much, and instead of. It's just a false sense of security because it's an app that it's safe, and it's not safe. It still has bugs to be worked out, and it also needs to protect and supply proper payment to these drivers. Anybody can be an Uber driver, and they have to fine-tune that.
So are you saying that the billionaires who run Uber are so greedy that they won't take responsibility for their own employees, won't even admit they are employees?
Well, I think that people are finding all these loopholes. They have to tighten it up. It's new, so it's sad that a lot of people are being affected like this, the actual employees, the drivers, and the drivers are the core of the business, so they can't get around that.
It's the beauty of cable news. You never know what you're going to hear.